Let me see. What up? What up? What up? Ain't finna be long at all. these people, these people throwing up middle fingers and shit. Well, road rage is crazy. These people out here throwing up middle fingers and shit. Right. My thing is this. People come after you. I mean, I respect everyone's opinion. That's one thing I've always stated when it came to the YouTube streets. I respect everyone's opinion and uh, how they may feel about things, right? So I hate to speak on the letter situation, but me, I'm more so of a logical person, right? I try to think logically, right? And by me trying to think logically, um, I ask myself a question. I mean, do Kellz not believe in his own innocence to be sending a letter out to someone to read to speak for him? If it don't make logically, it doesn't make sense to me, because if I'm a person that is big as Kellz, right, and I believe in my innocence and I know that I'm about to be free, it will benefit me way more than anybody else ever could benefit from, for me to speak my own words. For me to speak my own words. What sense does it make for me to have someone speak on my behalf when I have declared that I am innocent? When I have been speaking that I am innocent? It doesn't make sense. And people say, oh, I believe it. But how do you believe it when you're not even putting it into context? Kellz believe in his innocence. So if he believes in his innocence, he got lawyers on his team that's also telling him, that's motivating him that he's gonna be free from the situation that he's in. So why would he go and send someone to speak on his behalf when it's not gonna even benefit him profit wise? I'm not even talking about support right now. I'm talking about profit wise. You know how much R. Kelly would benefit? You know how much R. Kelly would profit from telling his own story? So why would he need someone else to do it? If he haven't talked or spoke over these certain amount of years, even when he done the interview on Gayle, he spoke some to what he felt he was going through, but he didn't even speak a lot on the Gayle King interview. But he's going to detail something for someone else to speak for him when it's not going to even benefit him. Like, for me, it's like the logical, the logical aspect of it. So I'm just asking myself, if it's me and I believe in my innocence, but I know I have to sit for a few months or so. But one thing about sitting, all right, that just make people more. It just anticipate the release of me. You know what I'm saying? Now people are anticipating the release of R. Kelly. Everyone that support him is anticipating his release, and upon his release, the whole world is anticipating him to speak. So why would you come? Why? What sense does it make for me to say something now when it doesn't? It's not gonna benefit me profit wise, but people are profiting off of it. People are profiting from it. But are those proceeds being given to Jennifer? Are they being given to Kenny? I don't know. Miss say right, but then you go and say, well, the letter. Oh, he didn't write it. Somebody wrote it for him, but he signed it. Like I just said last night. If you go back and watch my video from last night, uh, Don Russell mother said that Don. I mean, we've heard the con man say that he has R. Kelly's signature, passport. He had R. Kelly's cell phone. He had all of this man personal possessions in his possession. He also signed a cease and desist in the name of R. Kelly without R. Kelly knowing it. So the same way he signed that cease and desist, could it be the same way he signed that letter? I mean, people who have been around for 2 to 3 years, the elements of this letter, we have heard these same scenarios before. That what is making it so hard for people who really been following this to believe that at this point that he will come out and speak about the parents or anything of that nature when he have never spoke on the parents. This man has never spoke on those parents. For what? Why did he need to speak on the parents when the women were grown? If he knew the women were grown, there was no need for him to speak on the parents. What was the parent? What was him speaking against the parents going to benefit him? Logically, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in prison, falsely convicted. Hi, Sharice. If I'm sitting in prison falsely convicted, why am I using? Why do I? If I mean, he just had his lawyer go on a television network and conduct an interview on about him. So why wouldn't he have his lawyer to go on another television network and speak for him if he want his word to be out? Why would he want his word to come out on YouTube, the YouTube streets, the messiest fucking streets in the world right now is YouTube? Or his ex-wife saying she was trying to protect herself. Him saying that is like saying he did something. I'm sick of these folks. Here just got this new lady. People gonna compromise him. Oh my God. You know, I don't know. But my whole thing is I don't I don't really care to even like do any of the other shit. But one thing about this shit for me and what I get out of this shit is I've been I've been listening to this case and following different people for 3 years, and I'm not the only one who been following people for 3 years. But you're not gonna come and say, I mean, you're not gonna come and say something is like breaking news that people have already heard before, or people haven't touched on this, Even if it's people that I like, people if I dislike, but I'm not gonna say that people haven't touched on this topic or that topic, because these YouTubers have really, like, they have touched on damn near every topic that you could possibly touch on when it comes to this case. I can't see lawyers bearing okay with this before filing a motion. Right. That's the point that I'm trying to make. His lawyers is not finna advise him to put out a letter that's, if you listen to the letter, is putting him in situations that he said he was never in. It making it sound like that he was trying to prevent shit that he said in his mind, his heart, that never happened. This man came out and said that everything that these people came to him, yeah, correct. He didn't want to do no deals with them. But why am I doing deals with y'all when these women are grown? Why are y'all trying to attach yourself? Why were the parents trying to attach themselves to grown women? It don't make sense. But I'm quite sure that with this new team of lawyers that kellz have, those people have advised him damn near not to speak to nobody, because you already heard what's being said. It's so much shit going. It's so many moving pieces going on within the R. Kelly camp itself. He shouldn't be trusting nobody. Nobody. This guy, but then he makes it. He comes out and say what he said, and then people really like. I mean, even like Hollywood touched on it last night. Dana J touched on it, but it's clear today. It's clear today. If you read that, hold my phone. Let me see if I can get my phone zoom in on this here. But you read that, it clearly. Now, it read, my tonight, more from R. Kelly. My story from my mouth. So, to me, when I read that part, my story from my mouth, now it makes it, you gonna tell me that, it's like telling me that a non-fictional book is fictional. No, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna put it other words. You trying to tell me that a fictional book, uh, but it's non-fictional. How can you say that a fictional book is non-fictional? It's just shit that don't go together. You gonna say that this book is based off of truth, but it's non-fictional. Make it make sense. I said it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a rumor, right? I told somebody, but I got it from somebody else. So it ain't my story. Somebody else told me the story. I just told it to you. You feel me? You just gotta make this. I'm not here to try to convince nobody, to try to persuade nobody. I'm just here to ask people to open up your mind, open up your brain, and understand wordplay, Understand wordplay. Understand wordplay. And in the YouTube streets, if you do these videos and things of that nature, you know how important it is, how important wordplay is to get people to attract people to come over and want to look at your videos. But, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But at the end of the day, my whole point of this video is me thinking logically that if kellz honestly, and we know that kellz believe in his innocence, he told y'all, these people are trying to kill me. I did not do this stuff. He told us that he believes in his innocence. So why would he speak now when he can speak when he's free? If he speak when he's free, guess what? He can set the stage and say and do and ask for what he wants. This man is not dead. He don't need no one to speak for him. He don't need nobody to speak for him. You know how many people would tune in just like they tuned in for the Gayle King interview if kellz came out and went to a network that was for him, that supported him, and spoke. You know how much that would generate for him? He needs this money for himself. He needs this for himself. And if anybody know, when you're on trial, or you like I got someone in the chat right now. You're on trial. You're still trying to. You're trying to. You're trying to. You're going for an appeal. It's just like being on. You on an open case. One thing, if you're on an open, if you're going for an appeal, you still are within an open case. So your lawyer is going to advise you, don't speak to no one. Or if you do speak to no one, don't talk about any specifics of this case. Because a lawyer understands that anything that you speak that's pertaining to this case that we're in could be used against you. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm crazy. I might sound crazy, is my opinion. But we heard the man on the goddamn phone with Tim Savage tell Tim Savage that he already talked to the Clarence. So how the fuck y'all think the two parents came together? How y'all think the two parents came together? This ain't what I said. This came from the man's mouth. This is what the man said himself. I done put the Clarence in position to make some money. Y'all just need to go down there and make some money. This is what he said. This ain't what I said. This came from his mouth. Do you think kellz wasn't negotiating with these goddamn people? kellz wasn't negotiating with the family? He wasn't negotiating trying to get these people shit? All you gotta do is listen. Listen at what you hear. Who was trying to pay the parents? She say, then you're gonna show off putting money on his books. It's too much at this point. Right, right. I'm quite sure you better go put something on it. You pulling off the biggest fucking heist since the goddamn the biggest heist since coronavirus. But all you gotta do is look. Why did have we ever, since being on these YouTube streets, anybody, have y'all ever heard of kellz wanting to do any type of business with these parents? Never. Who was the person trying to do business with the parents? Who was trying to get the parents some money in their pocket? TMZ hadn't said one thing positive about Kellz. Not one. But like I keep telling people, man, it ain't about who you follow. At the end of the day, you have to have the ability to think for yourself. If somebody say something to you, go and fact check it. Go and research it. We heard this dude, we heard who was doing dealings with the parents. But we also heard this dude mama say that you have done enough shit without this man approval. Exactly. Slay, exactly. Doing business with the parents wasn't gonna help him. That shit is only gonna make it seem more like Kellz had done something. That's why when them people Kellz wasn't talking to them motherfuckers. They didn't even have no contact number to even get in touch with Kellz. Kellz said he ain't have shit to say to them parents. These are grown ass women. What the fuck am I talking to y'all for? I have no reason to speak to y'all. But then he come out and read a letter addressing the parents. How the fuck, man? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People, if y'all are real Kellz supporters, y'all heard how Kellz felt about those parents, man. Y'all know how Kellz felt about those parents. And if y'all sit up here and think this man is gonna go and address them people now, after they the fucking reason why he's sitting in prison, make that shit make sense. Question of a spot Fugazi months ago. When it comes to Don, you really have to listen because what he say sounds good, but if you're not listening, he will go over your head. Exactly. That's why I go back and listen to conversations of this dude and what he be saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's just like this right here. I just want y'all to listen. Him even saying like this dude even say like he say he support Kellz and he out here trying to help Rob. But then even in his indictment now, that's the thing. Someone told the lady told me yesterday. The lady told me yesterday she don't give a damn what's in the indictment. But the most important thing in Don's indictment is it says that those were his statements. He admitted his statements. He admitted his statements. He admitted. Let me see. Went down and the media needs something else to talk about. Now they took Rob. They know the bitches. They always go after one of their own. Look what they did with Harvey Weinstein. You know, so they'll find some reason to go after somebody else. And then they have to throw in a token every now and then to make it seem balanced. You know. Let me try something that people have been asking. People have been saying. First of all, I don't have any of fucking Rob's music or his memorabilia or his gold records for sale any fucking where. If I was gonna put shit out, I would put it on my platform, invibill.com. Why the fuck would I make somebody else some money when I got a platform I can put it out there on my own? I'm not about that shit. I'm about making sure we keep the budget within and not giving it to somebody else. So I don't have shit on eBay. Whoever's lying and saying that I do not. All of his music is safe, tucked away, waiting for him to say what he wants to be done with shit. Until that happens, it's gonna stay safe and tucked away. I have every motherfucker released album, and all the motherfuckers are sitting there in certain places secured and copyrighted. So all this shit about me putting out this music, I don't want a dime off of none of that shit. If I set up a platform, what about me? I expect to get paid that back and any fucking percentage for my work, which may be 10 to 20 based on how much I put in. Nah, y'all hear the extortion? That's an example of him talking fast and over your head. I don't want nothing. Then he turned around and said, I want 10 to 20% for my work. What have you fucking done besides trying to bury this fucking man alive? What have you done besides trying to bury this man alive? You say you don't want nothing, then you turn around and say you want 10 or 20% for your work?
And any fucking percentage for my work, which may be 10 to 20 based on how much I put in. But other than that, that's his shit. I don't take pride in that back. And any fucking percentage putting out his music, I'm putting out his music. I don't want a dime off of none of that shit. If I set up a platform, whatever I spend, I expect to get paid that back.
Listen to him.
So all that shit about me putting out his music, I don't want a dime off of none of that shit. If I set up a platform, whatever I spend, I expect to get paid that back. And any fucking percentage for my work, which may be 10 to 20 based on how much I put in. But other than that, that's his shit. I don't take pride in nothing. No motherfucking body else. I don't care what none of you.
Now we heard this man mama say that Rob didn't authorize him to do shit. So how the fuck do you feel like you entitled to 10 to 20% of something that didn't even fucking belong to you that you fucking stole? That's fucking extortion, nigga.
Y'all saying about that? In that trash right the fuck now. I don't steal people's shit. 46 years in, I'm sorry, I'm 46 years old. 30 years in the game. I ain't never been known as a peep bill. You motherfuckers is coming with this shit now, so cut it out. Stop it. Man, he says you let him take a picture with it. He pulled it out of a pillowcase with a bunch of other shit that you had in there.
Look how he throw people under the bus.
I had this right here, board still sitting in my house today. A picture with it. He pulled it out.
Now look how he throw people under the bus that he used a platform.
A pillowcase with a bunch of other shit that you had in there. I know the folks is a line. I had this right here, board still sitting in my house today, and it's gonna sit there. That's one. That's the other one, and that's a picture of my brother. That's it. That's all I got as far as memorabilia. If I made me a box, I recently gave that to Kerry. Kerry didn't have shit of his own brother. If I gave it to Kerry and said, man, this is from your brother.
So now listen to this bullshit. Rob gave me a watch. So Rob gave me a watch. I gave the watch to Kerry because Kerry didn't have nothing that belongs to his brother. But you said Rob gave me a watch. So if Rob gave me a watch, how the fuck is it Rob's watch to even give to his brother? Make it make sense. That's all. Make it make sense. If Rob gave me a watch, that's my watch. What the fuck is me giving it to his brother gonna be of his? Come on, man. You just talk on people's head like that, man. Just talk on people's head like that.
Keep it. It was a real expensive fucking watch I gave to Kerry. And that was it. Nobody else. So I don't care what none of y'all saying about that. In that trash right the fuck now. I don't steal people's shit. 46 years in, I'm sorry, I'm 46 years old. 30 years in the game. I ain't never been known as a peep bill. You motherfuckers is coming with this shit now, so cut it out. Stop it. None of that shit. Let me ask you, Deboski took a picture with his billboard award. He said you let him take a picture with it. He pulled it out of a pillowcase with a bunch of other shit that you had in there. I know the folks is a line. I had this right here, this water still sitting in my house today, and it's gonna sit there. That's one. That's the other one, and that's a picture of my brother. That's it. That's all I got as far as memorabilia. If I made me a box, I recently gave that to Kerry. Kerry didn't have shit of his own brother. If I gave it to Kerry and said, man, this is from your brother. Keep it. It was a real expensive fucking watch I gave it to Kerry. And that was it. I ain't got no bag full of shit. I got masters of music. The masters can't fit in no fucking bag. Get the truck to move them. And the music is on the drive. So I don't know what the fuck else the most he's talking about. He's lying. Go ahead. But he had a picture with it. You let him take a picture with it? I just showed us. Oh, yeah, because some people would say that. Yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that I got those.
Rob was locked up, but he had permission.
You know, nobody said that I stole shit with knuckleheads. He was the one that was in there with me. Trust me, he got a ton of shit too. So cut all that shit out about somebody.
Keith was the one that was in there with me. Trust me, he got a ton of shit too. Now listen to the plot now. Y'all listen to the plot. The plan.
I didn't steal shit. I had permission to be in there. Rob was locked the fuck up. All that shit was talking about putting it on auction sites to raise money for his defense. So what the fuck is the problem? You know, nobody said that I stole shit with knuckleheads. He was the one that was in there with me. Trust me, he got a ton of shit too. So cut all that shit out about somebody stole stuff. We were tasked to handle certain things up, and that's what we're doing. There's no chance that I got his intellectual property. He got his power of attorney. Don't give everything to one person. If I get caught and I got power of attorney and intellectual property, this shit fucked up. But as long as one of us are good, this shit straight.
You hear it? Long as one of us are good, the mission is straight. One person can't have all of Rob's intellectual properties and power of attorney. If one of us get fucked up, the other one is good, we still straight. But if you ain't done nothing, why are you concerned about if one of us get fucked up? That's the shit that I'm on. Now listen to this is boy.
I said you didn't feel like you was violating his privacy. Watch him fuck in them sex videos. Nigga, he had a sex tape on fucking for sale on the internet. How the fuck am I now, nigga? People watching the person on bitches and shit. Come on, man. Whatever fuck I good. Don't feel like tapes or sex videos. You like, yeah, you know, he fucking, you know, he fucking them. You ain't feel violated seeing this nigga fucking. What's that? I feel like you was violating his privacy. Watch him fuck in them sex videos. Nigga, he had a sex tape on fucking for sale on the internet. How the fuck am I now, nigga? People watching the person on bitches and shit. Chance to handle certain things up, and that's what we're doing. There's no chance that I got his intellectual property. He got his power of attorney. Don't give everything to one person. If I get caught and I got power of attorney and intellectual property, this shit fucked up. But as long as one of us are good, this shit straight. Period. You know, you don't feel like tapes or sex videos.
But Kellz sent a letter for this fool to read.
What's that? I said you didn't feel like you was violating his privacy. Watch him fuck in them sex videos. Nigga, he had a sex tape on fucking for sale on the internet. How the fuck am I now, nigga? People watching the person on bitches and shit. Come on, man. Whatever the fuck I good, that shit ain't public. People watching them pissing on bitches. I was selling them shit on in Newtown around.
But that's his boy. That's his boy. And then that's the nigga that Kellz gonna send. Kellz gonna send a letter to this nigga to read when he got niggas on his platform talking like this. Make that shit make sense. If you motherfuckers think Kellz don't know what's going on outside them walls, man, you gotta be crazy as fuck. And I'm gonna say this: if Kellz sent a letter to a nigga like that, where he allowed a motherfucker to come on his platform and spew some shit like that out of his mouth, shit just don't look good. But I'm trusting that Kellz would not have done no dumbass shit like that at all. I mean, you just don't say no shit like that. You know what type of shit your boy up against. You know what type of charges your boy facing. You know what your boy been charged with. You don't come out and say no shit like that and then laugh about it. If that was your fucking life up for grabs, would that shit be a joke then? Would a nigga be sitting up there laughing, asking you, you watching another nigga fuck bitches? That shit ain't funny. The same nigga you laughing with is the reason why this man fucking fighting for his life right now. But you don't question that shit. Ain't nobody question that shit. How you gonna come out? You think what the fuck make Kellz? It make Kellz look stupid as fuck. Sending you a letter to read for him when you don't even fucking stand up for him. When a motherfucker sit up here and say, you know you watched the nigga on the tapes pissing on bitches. When did you defend him? When that man said that? When did you defend Kellz when this man said that we watched Kellz piss on bitches on tapes? When did you defend him? Because if you gonna represent Kellz, ain't no motherfucking way you gonna let somebody come on your fucking platform and say some interrogating ass shit like that. Make that shit make sense. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I'm finna start my day. I'm getting ready for work. Finna go pick my son up. But the shit just don't make sense. You out here advocating for a man, but you allow another man to come out here and say some shit that he did. That the man that you're advocating for said that he didn't do. The man that you're advocating for was acquitted of all charges. But then you got a motherfucker on your platform saying that he did do that. That's all I'm saying. It would be more believable if you checked that motherfucker down when he said what he said. I would believe that I would believe that this fight was really for Rob. I would believe that this fight was really for Kellz when this dude said that, yeah, we saw Kellz on the tape pissing on bitches. If you would have checked the fuck out of that nigga right then and there, I would have said to myself, I got to take my hat off to that brother because he checked the shit out of that man. He checked the shit out of that man. Ain't no way you gonna come over here on this platform. That man was cleared of all charges dealing with that tape. But then this motherfucker Don comes on this fucking platform and say, we saw the nigga pissing on bitches. And you don't check him? But they choose you to advocate for Rob? All you gotta do is make the shit make sense. All you gotta do is make it make sense. Anybody, if I'm defending anybody, if I'm defending you and I'm defending your innocence, that means I would never and I cannot allow somebody to come in and say the discriminating things against you without checking that shit. You have to check that shit. So we supposed to believe this shit. But I'm making it hard to believe that you're truly defending someone when you allow another person to come on and incriminate them. Tarnish the man's name, like you said, Miss Davis. You let a man come on and say, regardless of what regardless of this man being found not guilty, he did it. He spoke his personal feelings. That was how he felt. He felt like that was Kellz. Despite what the court said, despite Kellz being found not guilty, he spoke how he felt. You know, he saw that nigga. It's all about how you say shit. Yeah, I saw that nigga. We all saw that nigga pissing on bitches on the tape. We all didn't see that. I saw him get found not guilty. But the way you said that shit, like with conviction, we all saw that nigga pissing on bitches on the tape. Oh, nigga, that's how you feel. Don't speak for we. But for the interviewer that was interviewing Don, if you really are for kellz and trying to help kellz, you supposed to been checked the fuck out of that man when he said that shit. I can't have you up here talking like that. This ain't what this platform is for. We're trying to free Robert. So with that being said, like I say, man, I'm not here to convince nobody. And everything that I'm speaking is my opinion from what I have observed in the past 3 years. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But don't allow your feelings and emotions to let you be mindful by what's really going on. Ain't no way that you can be representing and standing up for someone and you allow another person to come on and tarnish their fucking character, incriminate them. You just don't do. Those two things just don't go together. If I'm defending you, I'm going to defend you, whether it's in your face, behind your back, on the side of you, on the left, right, whatever. When you're around, when you're not around, I'm supposed to be defending you. I should never allow anyone to think it's okay to disrespect you, to say things about you that's not true. No, it's one thing when you speak that shit in private, but when you say that shit publicly, it changes the whole dynamic of what you're saying. When you say, oh, man, hell yeah, we all saw that nigga pissing on bitches. Come on, bro. Why are you saying this shit? What are you getting out of putting this man's name, attaching this man's name to this bullshit? Why are you attaching that man's name to that bullshit? So for me, I'm the type of person I sit back and I observe, and now I'm trying to make sense of the importance the importance of a person saying that they are speaking and representing and speaking on kellz's behalf, but then you're not even defending the man when people come out and say shit like that. Make it make sense. I feel like in my heart, my opinion, if kellz believe in his innocence, why do he need someone else to speak for him when he's about to be free to speak for him damn self? Right. That's what man, motherfucker just chasing the next thing smoking, man. And one thing I can say that I've observed about these kellz supporters, some of these people go wherever the wind go. I'm just being honest. Ain't it's a good amount of people that have been faithful to the people who they started with and who they've been supporting. But it's a lot of these people out here that just go wherever the hottest topic at, they over there. Whoever got the next hottest topic, they over there. We as KL supporters, if y'all true supporters, stop letting people use and play on y'all emotions. Challenge these people. Challenge these people to show y'all that they are really advocating for this man. That they are really trying to free this man. And you can't tell me that you're trying to free him if you're allowing someone to come on and say some shit like what we saw on the tape. No, that's your opinion. According to the courts, the man was found not guilty of all charges. So that wasn't him on the tape. I hope each and every one of y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm getting ready for work, but I challenge people to just go back and listen to the shit that they hear. And if you have to play that shit over time after time after time after time after time, play it over as many times as you need to. But listen to the shit that's being said in its context. Listen to the context of how he say things. And if y'all think I'm telling y'all, man, look, I'm gonna show y'all because I recorded it before I get off here. Look at the expression on his face when he speak as far as the sex tape situation. Look how he started laughing and like this shit is a game.
Fucking, nobody said that I stole shit, but Knucklehead, he was the one that was in there with me. Trust me, he got into the shit too. So cut all that shit out about somebody you don't know. We work hard to handle certain things up, and that's what we're doing. There's no chance that I got an intellectual property. He got his power of attorney. Don't give everything to one person. If I get caught and I got power of attorney and intellectual property, this shit fucked up. But as long as one of us are good, this is straight. Period. You don't feel like tapes or sex videos. He's like, yeah, he fucking, he fucking.
Look at the look on his face.
This nigga fucking. What's his name? I said you didn't feel like you was violating his privacy. Watch him fucking them sex videos. Nigga, he had a sex tape on fucking for sale on the internet. How the fuck am I violating? People watching the pissing on bitches and shit. Come on, whatever the fuck I good, that shit ain't public. People watching them pissing on shit. I was selling them shit on in Newtown around here. Come on, man, cut that shit out. It's like Rob is doing every day and putting his ass and everything in front of people, in front of millions of people. And me saying that's a problem? Yeah, the videos talk about fucking the second and fucking 5 or 6 bitches and me saying that it's a problem.
Look at the look on his face. Exactly. Exactly, Nikki M. Exactly. You fight for a man that you study incriminating. Make it make sense, right? Man, look here. But like I say, man, I don't know Kellz personally. I just been around this fight for 3 years watching this shit and felt the need to speak on it and speak on what I feel like is red flags to me. One red flag is the man saying that we all saw Kellz pissing on bitches on the tape. Second red flag is he didn't steal nothing and he don't want nothing, but he do want 10 to 20% for his work that for what he's done, and that's what he's done of stealing Kell's intellectual properties. Second red flag, he snitched on Keith. Keith is the power attorney. He know what's going on. They split Kell's intellectual property, so if one get caught, the people won't have everything. Third red flag is what's the third red flag? Oh, the gun threat into the theater. Then the mama texted him saying, when you talk to Rob, be cool. You done too much. without his permission. Uh, well, we can go on and on. The signature on the letter. Um, we all know that Don signed the cease and desist in the name of R. Kelly without R. Kelly permission. So there's proof enough to know that uh, Mr. Hustle Russell has Kell's signature somewhere sitting around using it for his own benefit. But the signature is no good. And the reason why a lot of shit, and I'm finna get ready to get off here, I'm gonna tell you, with him having Kell's signature, and Kell's signature is not no, and why Kell's signature is not no good for him to sell or to get off with Kell's intellectual properties is because Kell's has Keith as his power of attorney. When you give over power of attorney to someone, you give up, like, they represent you now. You know what I'm saying? Going forward, any type of business that you conduct has to go through your power of attorney. So with him just having Kell's signature is really just like he need Keith in order for the signature to be relevant. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it's a bunch of red flags everywhere with this dude, man. That's the only reason why he probably haven't bust no moves and did no crazy, like, off the wall, over the mountaintop shit is because he need Keith in order to do it. If Keith is the power of attorney, he can't do nothing with just Rob's signature. All y'all got, don't listen to me. All you gotta do is Google. Go ask, research. If you give someone power of attorney over you, therefore, no matter what you want to do, you can't do nothing without your power of attorney when it comes to, like, legally signing documents or receiving payments or things of that nature like that. You have to go through your power of attorney. Well, they say Don a red flag itself. But uh I hope each and every one of y'all have a blessed and prosperous rest of the day. Everybody getting back into the workflow this week. I know everybody going back to work, and like I say, man, I enjoy everybody who stopped in, who came in and spent a little time to just listen to me talk for the little bit of time that I did. But at the end of the day, man, I challenge people to look up, like, if you give someone power of attorney over you, just look at how important it is for that power of attorney when it comes to anyone dealing with you after that point. Um, just man, how you represent someone that you speaking for someone, but you allow another person to come on and say that this person did some incriminating shit. I mean, but you also, like, a lot of this shit is just questionable to me. So don't just take it from me, man. Like I say, man, it's just my opinion. I'm not trying to persuade no one to believe nothing that I say. All you have to do is go back and listen. Go back and listen. Just go back and listen. Go back and listen for yourself, and you be the judge. With that being said, it's your boy Big Vi. Opinion. Thanks everyone for coming. And don't be safe out here. Stay dangerous, man. All of y'all stay dangerous. Cause there's people out here like the con man that's trying to get over on everybody. Everybody. All right, I'm out.